Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We've been on these streets since 1969, trying to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians their true heritage. Okay, so we're going to get into it. Okay, we've been trying to teach blacks and Hispanics that you cannot go outside of your race and have get with another people. That's inside of the Bible. You cannot be a race traitor inside of the Bible. That's what the scriptures say. Okay, and we're going to get the very big scripture that a lot of our people are unaware of. Okay, a lot of our people don't realize that the sister Ruth is actually not a heathen. Ruth is an Israelite, and the Bible clearly says this, right? And we're gonna get that right now for you. Let me get Ruth 1:1. We're gonna get the first verse right there. Okay. Let me see what you got.
Ruth, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled.
Wait, what?
Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled.
It came to pass in the days that the judges ruled. What does that mean?
That there were people that was judging over Israel, that there was rulers over Israel.
Okay, give me a little more. What is the time? What is when the judges ruled? The days when the judges ruled. Very simple. Isn't there a book in the Bible called Judges? That's what it's talking about, those judges. During that time period between Joshua and basically you could say Samuel, Saul. That's about a few centuries, right? And we're going to prove that is about a few centuries, right, today. So the next thing we need, keep going. Keep going.
That there was a famine in the land.
That there was a famine in the land, right? So some places experienced a famine. Keep going.
And a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah,
right,
went to sojourn in the country of Moab.
Went to sojourn in the country of Moab, right? Now, what does that mean? Now, okay, a lot of people take this to mean that the country actually means the country. But when you look up that word in the Hebrew, Salaki, do you still have the blue letter open over there? Yeah, Khan, go to this right here.
This one right here?
Yeah, Khan. That one right there.
I will have to close the scripture, sir, and open it. You understand, right?
Okay, Khan. Okay. Damn, that's sort of. All right, Khan, it's all good. When you go to it, you find out the word in the Hebrew isn't literally country like nation, like the country of America. It's country as in plain or field, meaning the field lands of Moab, right? And we're about to get the understanding that that does not mean the actual national borders of those people.
Right.
Okay, Salakia, now give me Numbers 21, verse 4. Okay.
Numbers chapter 21, verse 4. And they sojourned, Salakia,
drop down to verse 21.
Verse 21.
Okay, now we're about to get a bit of the history here. I'm trying to give you the meat of it for time's sake. So basically what happened was, you're familiar with our history with our distant relatives, so to speak, the people of Ammon, the people of Esau or Edom, Moab and Ammon, or Sha'al or La'ah. Like as far as us coming out of Egypt. You're familiar that we asked Esau and Moab and Ammon, can we pass through your land using what's known as the King's Highway in order to get to our own land? Khan.
Salakia, is this the time around when the Amalekites killed us?
Somewhat around that time, yes. This would have happened a little before, but around that time period. So basically what happened was we asked our neighbors, we asked what would be considered our relatives, right? Esau being son of Isaac, our father, and Moab and Ammon being descendants of our grandfather Terah, right? Abraham's nephew Lot. Okay, we asked them to go through their land. They basically told us, you come on our land, we kill you, right? So we were forced to go the long way around. Now, give me verse 21.
Come on, come on.
You good? Swap?
Come on. Verse 21. And Israel sent messengers unto Shihon, king of the Amorites,
Keep going.
saying, verse 22,
Right.
let me pass through thy land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we be past thy borders.
Okay, now drop that. Give me hold that. Let me get the one that says King's Highway.
Hold on, come on.
Come on. Okay, so now we're seeing like we had to do with our neighbors. Now this Amorite, so you're aware, these are Africans. Okay, these are Hamites, right? They see it?
Come on.
Come on, Most High and Christ. So these are Africans, these are Hamites, right? So now what you're seeing now is we're asking these people, these Amorites, right? As you can see, what's called, we want to be over,
No, go ahead.
come, because I can't see it right now.
Oh, Salak.
Yeah, come. We want to be like over here, right? So our people are like more so in this area, right? No, try to point with me.
Salak, I can't see that much.
If anything, you could just, well, come. That would be what's it called. Okay, so basically we're over in this area, right? So we want to go into their land and we want to go up, right? And into Canaan, right? But the problem is they will not let us enter in by this passage, right? So keep going, read Shaul.
No, I have to go back to the scripture, Salakia.
Well, no. Do you have the scripture like in your face? Salakia, get a sword. Get an actual sword because all the switching
yeah,
might.
I could still. Okay, I could.
Yeah, con. Yeah, you don't gotta what's it called? Yeah.
Con, Salakia. Verse 23. And Shihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his borders.
So they wouldn't let us come through, right? Keep going.
But Shihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel unto the wilderness. And he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel.
Now go back for a second. Right? So you see they're by Jahaz right now, right? That's this area right here. They're by Jahaz, and he came to meet us here. So now keep reading what you got.
Go on, God. Verse 24. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok,
right?
Even unto the children of Ammon. For the border of the children of Ammon was strong.
Now you're seeing now that this land that we took borders Ammon, right? Right? Okay. But we couldn't take their land because the Ammonites were strong. Right? Keep going.
Verse 25.
Ammon, for those who aren't aware, are the cousins or brothers, rather, of the Moabites, the children of Lot. That's their younger brother. Keep going.
Verse 25. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites.
Right.
And Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. Verse 26. For Heshbon was the city of Shihon,
right,
the king of the Amorites,
right,
who had fought against the former king of Moab.
Who had what?
Who have fought against the former king of Moab.
Keep going.
And taken all his
what? Taken what?
And taken all his land.
Keep going.
Out of his hand, even unto Arnon.
So now you're seeing here that these Amorites, the land that they're inhabiting now, initially belonged to the Moabites.
Come.
The Bible is literally saying this. This land that this African people is on, that we just dispossessed from them, was not always theirs. It's land that they took from the Moabites.
Come.
Right? So you're seeing this right now. Give me verse 27.
Come, verse 27.
Keep going.
Wherefore they that speak in Proverbs say, come into Heshbon, let the city of Shihon be built and prepared.
Keep going.
Verse 28. For there is a fire going out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Shihon, it hath consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon. Verse 29. Woe to thee, Moab, thou art undone, O people of Chemosh.
Chemosh is the god of the Moabites. Keep going. Basically, they're saying that death and destruction's coming to you because this Hamitic people known as the Amorites destroyed you. Keep going.
He hath given his sons that escaped, and his daughters into captivity unto Shihon, king of the Amorites.
Okay, now drop that. Drop that. Give me okay, let me get this one.
This one?
Salakia, full map Moab.
Full map, kind of one kind.
Before the war.
Kind of one kind.
So do your thing, do what you got to do. Khan. So now this is what we're seeing here. We're seeing that this land originally belonged to the Moabites, right? This land did not have anything to do with this land originally belonged to the Moabites, but at first it initially had nothing to do with the Hamitic people known as the Amorites. This was Moabitic land, right? That eventually fell to the Amorites. So now we have this here. It's good?
Oh, we good.
Now we have this here. This is an old Salakia. This is an old map that predates what happened. This is as this what's called map shows. This is before the defeat of Moab. Notice the plains of Moab by the Dead Sea, and also Bama. This is critical for later, right? So you see these lands. This whole land was Moab, and even in here you see the plains of Moab. But you're gonna see that this changes. Now go to after the Amorite War when you get a chance. Khan. So you're going to see we're doing all this and we're showing all these records so that you can see over a process of time, this land eventually became Israelite land, even though names were not changed in all instances. Khan. So, Khan, give me what you can. Salakia, after that.
The Moabite War, Khan.
Salakia?
After the Moabite War.
Khan, what verse are we in? Let me see. This is 21. Numbers 21 and what? Khan, drop down, give me verse 31. Yeah, Khan.
Numbers chapter 21, verse 31.
Verse 31, yeah, Khan.
Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites.
Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites, the land that the Amorites gave to them. You got the other one? Yeah, put it up. Okay, so now we have this. This is the land that the Amorites initially took. So this land used to be all Moab, but now you're seeing that it's all that this piece is now belongs to Hamitic people known as the Amorites. Right? Now understand what I need you to understand is this used to be an L, right? This used to form an L. Understand, like I said, Moab and Ammon are brothers. Right? So this land stretching up to Moab went into Ammon. Why? Because they're family. This could be called the land of Lot in a way. Right? Even though Moab and Ammon were split. So this became an L. Israel came in at the base and turned this and took away the L. But rather the Amorites came in and took away the L. And then we went in and we extended their border. Okay, so drop that. Give me verse 30. You got verse 31.
Sir.
Salakia. Salakia. Give me the next one, which is the next slide, which will be Israelites get the Khan.
Sir.
Okay, Khan, I found it. Salakia, while you're at it, when you get that, go back to the scriptures. Give me Numbers 22 and 1. Khan. It's the next year, Khan.
Numbers.
When you get a chance, be on your what's it called. Okay, so what you have here is you're seeing what's it called. Our people living in that land. So now we know as a people, what happened after we conquered that land? Do you know, Shaul? The Amorites. What happened after we got that land on that side of the Jordan?
I'm not sure, Sister Lakia.
Con, give me 22 and 1.
22 and Numbers chapter 22 and verse 1. Just to let you know, we're just showing a map right now.
Okay, yeah, Con.
Numbers chapter 22, verse 1. And the children of Israel sent forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on the side Jordan by Jericho.
Okay, now, meaning what? Where were we right now, technically? We were inside of Ammon. Right? Salakia. We were inside of the plains of Moab. But the plains of Moab, go to the map real quick. God. The plains of Moab, as you can just see, now that that's Israelite territory, is here inside of the Israelite territory. Why the hell? Understand this. We just broke down the Moabites threatened to kill us if we came on their land. How the hell are we inside Moabite territory then? Unless, come.
We went to war with them. We
No, that's the Moab. We went to war with the Amorites. I'm saying the Moabites told us we cannot come inside of here, right? To go over on this side of into Canaan this way. Esau is right up under this, right? You just can't see them. The Esau said the same thing. We can't come over here to go inside Canaan, right? They dubbed us, Moab dubbed us, and now we're having to go into what used to be Amorite territory. But now it says, before anything, we stopped after we killed the Amorites and we pitched our tent, mainly the people were on this way. Why would we be over here though? Where's our final destination? On the other side. Try to follow with the mouse so the people. Yeah, come. On the other side. Right. The plains of Moab is nowhere near this. Moses was buried in Mount Nebo. If you have what's called, you look it up. Mount Nebo is like around this area. That's where first off, why the hell would God send Moses to heathen territory to die? And we're going to get that in the scriptures. Right? So you're seeing this area here is where we were chilling, right? Where our people were sitting. And we're going to find out. So what happened after that? We're going to skip up a bit for time's sake, right? Now, for time's sake, give me Deuteronomy 2 and 32.
Deuteronomy, so like I said, Deuteronomy, you said
2 and verse 32.
2 and 32.
Well, we pretty much got it. We destroyed that entire man's civilization. All of it was gone by the time we were done with him.
The mouse cursor doesn't show on the screen because this is some separate.
Oh, right. Unless you go to the actual what's it called image itself, though.
Right now, we can't see it on this because this is a separate monitor.
Gone. Okay.
Deuteronomy, sir.
Yeah, Deuteronomy. Go to 3 and 2. Actually, 3 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah, Khan.
Sir.
Okay, so now we're about to find out how this land got enlarged even more. Keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 3 and verse 1. Then we turned and went up the way of Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Edrei.
Edrei, right? So now you got cats, their northern neighbors, right? The Amorites' northern neighbors wanted to fight us because of what we did. So now drop this. Give me verse 4, so for time's sake.
Verse 4. And we took all his cities at that time. There was not a city which we took not from them. 80 cities.
That's 60 cities.
In all the region of Argob, the kingdom of Og and Bashan.
Now drop that. Give me verse 6.
Verse 6. And we utterly destroyed them.
Meaning nothing was left. Keep going.
As we did unto Sihon, king of Heshbon.
Right.
Utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city.
We completely wiped out this people, and y'all think this is such a loving book.
Right.
right? We make no covenant, as the scripture said in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, right? That's what we do to you.
Right.
Right? Now, verse 7.
Verse 7. But all the cattle and the spoil of the cities we took for a prey to ourselves.
In this instance, there's some instances where we kill that too, but in this instance, we were allowed to keep it. Now, so we conquered all their land, right? Now, give me Numbers 32 and verse 32. Let me give you Numbers 30. Numbers 32, verse, you might start at 1. Hold up. Just go to it real quick. 32 and 1, yeah. Okay, now, you're seeing how that land was Israelite territory, right? So what should be up there now is that one that says Israelite territory. Right?
We got the
Israelite territory one. Okay, now, so next is I've defeated. Get this one.
Salakia?
I've defeated.
Sir.
So now we're about to see that we destroyed their land, and we're about to find out because we weren't finished. We could have just stayed there, waited till time, and then went west into Canaan and did what we had to do, right? But further idiots wanted to help the Lord extend our land, which is all this was. So this is where this cat would be, right? This cat would be around this area, right? You see this river right here extends in what's called. After that river is the land of Og of Bashan. We took that land from them, right? We took this land, right, and extended our northern border on the eastern coast. We extended our northeastern border. You good? Wow, what's going on?
Technically, when you stand up, they can't see you, so you don't really got to stand up unless I point the camera.
Wow, because I want to. Well, you good? Well, actually, yeah, point the camera since they can't see the what's it called? Point the camera a bit. Okay, because it's a little. So basically, what I'm trying to explain is this lower half right here, which you're seeing on your screen right now. This lower half is what's called the plains of Moab. This right here is what goes up to the land of Bashan, and we're going to find out how that was divided. Give me what you got, 32 and 1.
Come on. Numbers chapter 32, verse 1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle.
Right.
And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that, behold, the place was a place for cattle.
Verse 2.
The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, verse 3.
Now he's going to name the lands and so on and so forth. To a point that's not necessary, but give me verse 5.
Come on, verse 5. Wherefore, said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan.
And bring us not into the Jordan. So they're asking Moses right here. Now, you're familiar with this a lot, Asha?
La, sir.
Okay, so basically, long of the story short, the land that we conquered on the eastern, we left Egypt completely thinking everything was to the west on the coast side. The Most High had in his wisdom and in his understood, I'm going to give y'all some of the east too. So he worked it out. These idiot Africans, these Hamites, after all your relatives kick you to the curb, these Hamites are going to mess with you. Your relatives are just going to say, stay out my house, and we ain't got no problems. The Hamites, regardless if you don't go in their house, they're going to start a problem with you because I'm giving them to you as a plate. Right? Basically, we end up dispossessing these people and completely destroying them, taking their land, and then guess what? Basically, at this point, the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben. Now, mind you, who are the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben today?
Gad is the native North American Indians, and the tribe of Reuben is the Seminole Indians.
Now, what is Gad and Reuben, even here in America, known for?
As far as clothing wise, like
No, not their clothing. How do they live?
Oh, on reservations.
No, I mean prior to Esau, what is Gad's way of living?
Oh, they basically like land dwellers. They live on the land.
They live on what?
The land.
Now give me that again.
Verse 5, sir.
Give me 4.
Come. Verse 4. Even a country which the Most High smote before the congregation of Israel is a land for cattle.
Is a land for cattle. Keep going.
And thy servants have cattle.
Meaning they found a land that was good for them and the way they wanted to live as a people.
Right.
Right? That's how the Gad has always lived. That's how Reuben has always lived. Right? They're not some tribes might be more industrious. Like it's a known fact, Issachar was very big into numbers and studying the stars, but not in a worshiping way.
Right.
But meaning numbers is good for husbandry. Knowing times and the moon and all that is good for husbandry, like farming. Like I think it was discovered the Mayans discovered a way. The Mayans actually had their own like floating farms. Because sometimes farmland would be scarce in certain parts of Mexico and so on and so forth in Panama. They created basically boats that act as farms. And it would just be on the water. And the way it worked is like, they got those machines today that you just stick it in your plant and it knows exactly when to put water in and when to let water out. Same thing. God discovered, the Mayans, basically Issachar and them, discovered how to do that thousands of years ago. Right? This is how our people have always lived. So we discovered that, and we asked to have that land given to us. So now drop down to verse 19. Now give me verse 6, actually, so we understand what exactly happened.
Numbers chapter 32, verse 6. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here?
And then now drop down, give me verse 19. So Moses is basically asking them, basically what they said is, yeah, we got our stuff already, so I don't really care about the other 10. That's what Moses heard out of his mouth.
Right.
Meaning like Israel was supposed to, meaning Gad and Reuben didn't go out and fight the Amorites. The nation of Israel went out to fight the Amorites, and you're just going to leave the rest of us hanging. What's it called? Moses even says you will discourage the rest of us. Like our nation will be discouraged if you just sit back here because you got your land. So what happens when the last nation has to get their land? They fend for themselves? This is what the compromise that they said. Verse 19.
Verse 19. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward.
This side, Jordan eastward. So the compromise they came up with is, we'll leave our wives and children in this land because we're getting this for ourselves. But our army, our standing army that will go out and fight, will join Israel on the other side of the Jordan. And as soon as everybody got to their territory, we're going back home. And this will be our inheritance on the east side of the Jordan River. Right? So now go back to this. Go back to the what's it called. So as y'all can see, right, what we wanted to do is this green part is the land that Reuben, Gad, and then Manasseh were asking for themselves. So now we want to take this, and he's saying, y'all want this, but what about all this? This belongs to your brothers. So they made a compromise and said, we got you. Our women and children will stay here, right? Because this will be our land. And then we'll come over with you, fight, help you collect all of this. And then once the fighting's over, we come back on our side. And that was the compromise that we came up with. Now drop that. You got verse 33? Give me verse 33.
Verse 33. And Moses gave unto them even to the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben
Right.
And unto half the tribe of Manasseh.
Now, Manasseh was a very big tribe because of Joseph. Joseph means to add, right? Meaning what's called Manasseh had inheritance on both sides of the Jordan. When you look up an actual map of the official land, a lot of the 12 tribes, you'll see there's a West Manasseh and an East Manasseh, because Manasseh had land on both sides of the Jordan. That's how big Manasseh was. Okay. Now in today's time, now that's why the whole thing with Dan. But notice it said the land of Bashan. The scripture says, Dan shall leap into Bashan. We just covered here, and we're gonna cover that land belongs to the half tribe of Manasseh. That's why we say Dan is inside of Manasseh. Keep going.
And unto the half of the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph,
right,
the kingdom of Shihon, king of the Amorites,
right,
and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan,
right,
the land with the cities thereof and the coasts, even the cities of the country round about.
Right. Now, that's what happened. We took those lands. So we're finding out now that those lands belong to the children of Israel, right? So now drop that. Give me, let me see. Gad's land. Give me that one. Get Gad's land. And we're going to show right now what's going on with this. So we're seeing right now that this land at this point belongs to the Israelites, right? So now, as you can see, we have a new map that shows. Now you're seeing here, this used to be an L that connected Moab and Ammon to each other, right? These lands used to be one. Now drop that while I'm explaining this. Give me Judges 11 verse 4. Right? Now, we're going to show you how much of a coward our oppressor is, right? Because we're going to show you, not necessarily our oppressor, but Ammon. Ammon is a coward in this instance. Because why? He goes out, and let me get the map when you get a chance. Right? So now we're seeing this land used to belong to Moab, and really Moab, going into Ammon, right? Now we explained, Ruth is during the time of Judges, right? We're clear on that, right? That's when Ruth takes place, okay? So we're about to read in the book of Judges, and we're about to prove to you this land has nothing to do with the physical Moabites by the time of Ruth.
Right.
Mind you, what I'm talking about here, what I'm showing here, isn't even Joshua yet. This land before Joshua, before Moses' death, already belonged to the children of Israel. Once again, why the hell would the Most High decide to put one of our greatest prophets, and I just reread Deuteronomy. The scripture says there has not been a prophet like Moses, and you're going to bury him in a heathen land? And we're going to get even further because God don't like the Moabites. So so God hates the Moabites so much. If what you're saying is true, I don't respect King David. Put away the shield of David. It's evil. And I'm going to prove that. Right? So now we're going to get what we got in Judges. Right? Which is when the time of Ruth happens. Give me Judges 11, verse 4.
We in the book of Judges, chapter 11 and verse 4.
Now see if this ain't funny. Keep read.
And it came to pass in process of time that the children of Ammon made war against Israel.
Keep going.
Verse 5. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead.
Where?
The elders of Gilead.
Where's Gilead? You know where Gilead is? It's the land of the east. That's part of the land that we just got in Numbers. Right? So why do you think the elders of Gilead are the ones going up and complaining? Very simple. Keep reading.
The elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah,
right,
out of the land of Tob.
Right.
Verse 6.
Now stop. Meaning what? These Ammonites want to come and have a war with us, right? So now we have to get a man of God to help us and deal with this. Give me verse 12.
Verse 12. Then, Slakia, verse 12.
Yeah.
And Jephthah sent messengers unto the king of the children of Ammon, saying, What hast thou to do with me, that thou art come against me to fight in my land?
Why are you coming in my house to fight me? What's going on? Keep going. Verse 13.
Verse 13. And the king of the children of Ammon answered unto the messengers of Jephthah, because Israel took away my land.
Because what?
Because Israel took away my land.
Because what?
Because Israel took away my land.
Keep going. Let's see when this happened. Keep going.
When they came up out of Egypt.
Keep going.
From Arnon even unto Jabbok.
Right. Keep going.
And unto Jordan. Now, therefore, restore those lands again peaceably.
So what is this cat saying?
He want his land back.
But okay, give me it in layman's terms. What really just happened now? Let's use, we're not going to use fighting because that would be wrong, but let's use gambling, right? Me and you are playing a game of poker, right? I beat you, then let's say Officer Shalah beats me. Do you have any right to ask Officer Shalah for your money back? Why?
Because now it's yours. You gambled it now.
No, it's not mine anymore. Shalah beat me for your money. I beat you for $100, then Shalah beat me for the $100.
Well, it belongs to him now.
It belonged. Did you have anything to do with it? Did he beat you? Right? I beat it from a third party. You have nothing to do with this. Read or keep reading.
Verse 14. And Jephthah sent messengers again unto the king of the children of Ammon. Verse 15. And said unto him, Thus said Jephthah, Israel took not away the land of Moab, nor the land of the children of Ammon.
And notice the word he's using. He doesn't say country. He says land. Right? Because what do they try to use? Plains and land to try to But in actual country means just a field area, right? Plain just means field area. Land is actual national borders. We didn't take y'all national borders. We have laws that say we can't. Right? Keep going. We didn't take y'all land.
Verse 16. But when Israel came up from Egypt and walked through the wilderness unto the Red Sea and came to Kadesh. Verse 17. Then Israel sent messages unto the king of Edom, saying, Let me, I pray thee, pass through thy land. But the king of Edom would not hearken thereto. And in like manner they sent unto the king of Moab, but he would not consent.
Right. So this is going back to what I said. Keep going.
And Israel abode in Kadesh. Verse 18.
Now, hold up. Give me 19.
Verse 19.
Salakia, 21. Give me 21. So he's recounting exactly what happened when we came up from Egypt, right? Exactly what I just basically explained just now.
Verse 21. In the Most High power of Israel delivered Shihon and all his people into the hand of Israel.
Keep going.
And they smote them.
Right.
So Israel possessed all the land of the Amorites.
Right.
And the inhabitants of that country.
The inhabitants of that country. All of their land was given to us. 22.
Verse 22. And they possessed all the coasts of the Amorites, from Arnon even unto Jabbok. And from the wilderness even unto Jordan.
And from the wilderness even unto Jordan. Right? The wilderness of Moab. That's an actual place. Salaki, let me see if I can. Well, Salaki. Well, Khan, keep reading.
Khan, verse 23. So now the Most High power of Israel hath disposed the Amorites from before his people, Israel, and shouldest thou possess it.
So basically, this is what he's saying. You doing all this, but God's the one who gave us this land. And now you think you're going to get in the way of what God said was going to happen? Y'all y'all get to decide what God decides, right? That's what he's basically saying. God said this is our land, so what are you doing? Right? Keep going, verse
24.
24.
Verse
Right.
24. Wilt not thou possess that which Kamash thy God giveth thee to possess? So whomsoever the Most High our power shall drive out from before us, them will we possess. Verse 20.
Okay, meaning what? Y'all God, what's called meaning the God of the Moabites and the Ammonites, Kamash. Done he give whatever he gives to you, y'all just take it, right? So why can't we do the same? When our God gives us land, why can't we just take it? Why do we have to have a question of what belongs to us when God just that's how it works out here, right? We kill our enemies, and when we win, our God gave this to us. Well, we killed our enemies and we won, so God gave this to us. What are you doing here? Right? Keep going.
Verse 25. And now art thou anything better than Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab? Did he ever strive against Israel, or did he ever fight against them? Verse 26.
Keep going.
While Israel dwelt in Heshbon and her towns, and in Aurora,
Yeah.
and her towns, and
Keep going.
in all the cities that be along by the coast of Arnon.
Right.
300 years.
What?
300 years.
What?
300 years.
So how long have we been inside the plains of Moab, or the land that used to belong to Moabites, by the time of the judges, which is the same time of Ruth?
300 years.
That land does not belong to the Moabites by the time of Ruth.
Right.
Ruth would have been a Reubenite,
Right.
a Cherokee, or what you would call today a Seminole Indian. That's basically clear right here in the scriptures. Matter of fact, put that on the screen. Make sure you get that on the screen.
The scripture, sir?
Yeah, Con, put the scripture on the screen, and we're gonna, because we basically done with that for a second.
Come on.
Right? So I basically showed with all the that land doesn't belong to the Moabites by the time of Ruth. Kind of do you think? Okay. Con. So read that from the top again.
We done with the maps?
We might be.
I'm gonna put the screen.
Yeah, Con. Go to me for a second. Yeah. While in, keep going. So 26, we seeing it right here. It says clearly, read it.
Khan. This is Judges chapter 11, verse 26.
Con.
While Israel dwelt in Heshbon and her towns, and in Aurora in her towns,
right?
And in all the cities that be along by the coast of Arnon, 300 years. Why therefore did ye not recover them within that time?
Why? Like it literally, y'all really want to come now out of all times, thinking you can just take this land back? No,
right.
That's ours now. If you had some beef with us taking this land, you should have said something when we first got it.
Right.
That land belongs to the Reubenites. That land belongs to Israel by that time period, not them. All right? Now, let's go back to Ruth. Right? Let's go back to Ruth, and we're going to finally start to break this down. Okay?
Ruth, the first chapter, sir?
Come.
What verse, sir?
Verse 1. Verse 1.
Come on.
Gonna start. Try to read a little fast so we can get through this.
Come on. Ruth, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons.
Keep going. Bethlehem, Judah, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 Bethlehems, which is why Bethlehem, Judah will be called Bethlehem, Judah, because the other Bethlehem is not in Judah, obviously. So to differentiate Bethlehem, Judah. Keep going.
Verse 2, and the name of the man was
Elimelech.
Elimelech.
Elimelech. If I'm not
Elimelech.
mistaken, Most High is king
Con.
or Most High's messenger. It's either one. Khan.
And the name of his wife, Naomi.
Naomi. Khan. Keep going.
And the name of his two sons, Marlon
and
Chilion. Ephraimites of
Ephrathites of Bethlehem,
Judah. And they came into the country of Moab and continued there.
Keep going.
Verse 3. And Elimelech.
Yeah, Naomi's
husband died.
Right.
And she was left, and her two sons.
Now stop. Salakia. So basically what you're understanding is now our people moved to a different region of our national land because of a famine where we're from. That's like saying New York's going through a famine, so I'm going to move to Louisiana. That's not a whole different place. You understand? That's still land within inside of our borders. It's just a different part of our borders. Okay. Like New Mexico. New Mexico is America, but it's called Mexico. It's New Mexico. No, it's land that the Mexicans, like New Mexican land. No, New Mexico is just what our enemies decided to call that territory that they, what's it called? But that's not a part of Mexico. New Mexico has nothing to do with Mexico. That is completely American territory. If you worship, if you worship Kamash inside of Reuben or the plains of Moab, you'd be killed. Why? Because that's Reubenite territory. Keep going.
Oh, God. Verse 4.
Now drop that. So there was a famine in the land. Give me Numbers 33 and 50. Okay, and we're about to show you. Straight up, because when you go to Numbers, the 33rd chapter, let's see what it refers to that land as. Con. Keep read.
Con. Let me put you up on the screen.
Con.
Numbers chapter 33 and verse 50. And the Most High spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan.
By what?
By Jordan.
By what?
By Jordan.
The plains of Moab are on the side of Jordan. Matter of fact, put the Reuben one on the screen. Put Gad. Just put it on the screen up here. Then I gotta see it.
Salaki, you said Gad?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, count. The plains of Moab are over here by Jordan, by the Jordan River, right? The Jordan, what's it called? There's no way of getting around this. Abel Shatam, that's recorded that this is what's called. The plains of Moab are over here. The Jordan River, this is the Dead Sea.
Salaki, so the people don't see you.
Can't do it. Bible Kushah. Right? So as you're seeing right here, this is the Dead Sea. This is the Jordan River. This is the plains of Moab. The plains of Moab are nowhere near Moabite land. The plains of Moab by the time of Moses or the time of the destruction of Sihon is nowhere near Moabite land. The Dead Sea takes up most of Reuben. Reuben gets the most of the plains of Moab. And you can barely see it here, but this area right here is Mount Nebo. This is where Moses died. You clearly see, and you can look this up. Mount Nebo is where Moses died. He told him to go on this mountain to die. Right? And using this mountain, he was able to see everything from Bashan all the way down here and all the way to every corner of our borders. And it says this. I'll probably bring it up. Right? This is where he died, and this is where our people waited to give the signal that we could go over to the other side of the river, that we could go to the west. Right? Now drop that. Give me Numbers chapter 36. Okay. Now we understand that Jericho is somewhere in this region. This is Jericho. This is Jericho right here. Read what you got. Oh, yeah, come. Let me get well, I'll read it because it's only one verse. Yeah. This is Numbers 36 and verse 13. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Most High commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho.
So what was that scripture?
Khan, give me Numbers 36 and 13. Now give me back to this real quick.
36 and what?
36 and 13. Let me get the God.
Which one?
God's land. Now, yeah, Khan, just read that real quick. So now, Khan, take your time. You got a little time. Cause what?
Salaki, sir.
Khan.
If I go to the scriptures, it's going to show it on the screen.
Well, that's why I said try to get an actual sword, so you didn't have to. But it's all good. God, just go to it for a second.
I got one.
Well, no, Salaki. I just read it anyway. So hold up, just stay right there where you are. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Most High commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. So basically, here's where we are. We're in the plains of Moab, right? Next to the Jordan River. And he's giving you enough where you can map out where these locations are. Once again, why would we be doing any of this inside of heathen land? The Moabites clearly just said, we are not allowed to enter. Jephthah just reiterated it. Jephthah just gave us a summary of our history coming into our land to show and prove they would not allow us in our land. So that lets you know the plains of Moab can't be inside of the actual borders of Moab. And then it tells you it's on the Jordan by Jericho, coming into the land. So that's where the plains of Moab is. The plains of Moab is next to the Jordan by Jericho. That's not Moab. Our border, it clearly says, is at the bottom of the Arnon. But according to the scriptures and this map that we have here, it clearly says the plains of Moab are next to Jericho and the Jordan. And the Jordan, what's called Jericho, isn't by the Dead Sea. It's at the base of the Jordan River. Right? So now that we have that, we can go to Numbers 21. Give me Numbers 21 and 17.
You done with this, sir?
Yeah, Khan, I'm done with that. So give me Numbers 21 and verse 17, and we're going to...
Go on, sir. Numbers 21 and 17, sir.
Khan.
No, Khan.
$21 and $17, yeah, Khan. Because this is the cut. Read when you got it. Oh, okay.
Come on. Numbers chapter 21 and verse 17. Then Israel sang this song, "Spring up, O well, sing ye into it."
Keep going.
Verse 18. The princesses digged the well, and the nobles of the people digged it by the direction of the lawgiver with their staffs. And from the wilderness they went into Matana.
Right.
Verse 19.
Keep going.
And from Matana to Nahalio. And from Nahalio to Bamoth. And from Bamoth in the valley, that is in the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah.
Now, even in my 1611, it tells you the word country really means field. The field of Moab. It is not their literal land. Why is it saying this? Because anyone who actually has eagle eye reading the scriptures will say, wait, but if my mental map is correct, that should be Israelite land. So why is it saying the country of Moab? So the 1611 has enough sense to tell you In this instance, country does not mean national border. It literally means like field land, or the plains of Moab. The plain and the field in country are all synonymous. They do not mean national borders. And that's what this is talking about. That's what Bamoth is. Right?
Which looketh towards Jeshimon. Verse 21.
Salakia. Go back to Salakia if you could, Gad, one more time. But Gad on me. Go to me. Go right here to me.
Oh, what is it? Gad?
Yeah, where's the map? Put it on it. Yeah, Khan. You see the problem here? What does that say? Can you see it very well? Can they see it on the screen well? Not really, right?
Right there it says, what is that? Plains of Moab, Reuben.
Right, but what's this say? Right above it.
What is that? Mount Nebo, Pisgah.
Bamoth. Right. Now, Salakia, I'm going to read that again.
Go back to you, sir.
No, Salakia. And from Bamoth in the valley, right? This is supposed to be valley land. Right? That is in the country of Moab. So the Bible is calling this area, right, the country of Moab, right? To the top of Pisgah, right, which looketh toward Jeshimon, right? That's our land. That's Reubenite land, right? Come. So now we're going to get to Moses. Give me Deuteronomy 34. You can,
come.
Well, actually, stay where you are. What's it called? Put it on there, but I'm going to have you switch for a second. You know what I mean?
Leave it on the map?
Yeah, can you, Khan. Leave it on the map, because this is very important.
Well, we're going to have to, it's going to show the scripture, so.
Khan, you just do it for a second, but you, Khan.
What is the, scripture?
The scripture is Deuteronomy 34, verse 5.
Come on.
But they see, what is the screen sharing?
Now they seeing Salakia. They seeing the scripture, sir.
Okay, Khan, let them see it for now.
Come on. Salakia.
Deuteronomy 34.
Deuteronomy 34.
Now this, what's called, there's a little on what's called, I'm gonna personally probably redo this with the maps and redo the whole thing and have it compartmentalized, so to speak, so that all the maps and everything that I have are together, so that this breakdown can be done easily, or rather more easily. But kind of this is how it's. I'm just giving you the visual so you can really make sure to have it. Give me verse 5.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 5. So Moses, the servant of the Most High, died there in the land of Moab,
right?
According to the word of the Most High.
Right. Why? Because this used to belong to Moab. Keep going. Verse 8.
Verse 8. And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. So what does this mean? We wept for Moses outside of land that used to belong to us. When you go into the scriptures, you'll find out he went to Mount Nebo, right? Wait, Salakia, let me see if I can get that for you real quick. This is Deuteronomy 34:1. And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. You didn't have to pull it. Khan.
Oh, you pulled it.
No.
No, Khan. Because you in what, 34?
I'm in Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 8.
You in 34. So go to verse 1.
Come on.
And Moses went, read it.
And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo.
We just showed where those places are, right? Those are clearly in Israelite territory, specifically the land of Reuben. Keep going.
To the top of Pisgah.
Pisgah. We also showed that part, which is where? Right on top of Bamoth. Keep going.
That is over against Jericho.
Right, keep
and
going.
The Lord and the Most High showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan.
Why? Because when you go up and you read the scriptures, you find out Dan is, like I said, Dan leaps into Bashan, which is eastern Manassite territory. Why? Because Dan is north. Dan and I believe Asher are the furthest northern points inside of Israel's borders. Dan lost its territory, so it got absorbed into Dan. Come on. It got absorbed into Dan. But that's what you're seeing here, right? You're seeing this land, right? So he was able to see all of that. So, and if you go further down, you'll see he was able to go into see everybody's land, right? So now, just like today, you have urban cities, but then you have country land. And that's what this is talking about.
Right.
That land was considered country. Why? Because who lived there? The native, who you today call the native Indians. The Gadites and the Reubenites are naturally nomadic peoples, which is why they wanted that type of land. Right? So now let's go to this. Now let me get Ruth 1 and 4.
Oh, God.
And we're gonna really get to, because we really had to hammer in who Ruth was, this territory, because everyone wants to be, oh, this is a Reubenite, this is a Moabite, this is a Moabite. It says all this about country of Moab. That's not the case.
Oh, God.
So right now we got it. This is Judah's family. This is Elimelech's family, right? Keep going.
Ruth chapter 1 and verse 4.
Right.
And they took them wives of the women of Moab.
They took them wives of the women of Moab. Keep going.
The name of the one was Orpha,
right? And the name of the other?
And the name of the other, Ruth.
Keep going.
And they dwelled there about 10 years.
Okay, so notice it calls them women of Moab, like women from that area. It never refers to them as the daughters of Moab.
God.
And some of these I'm not going to have you pull because we got time. Isaiah 16 and 2. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon. Now, meaning what? There's a distinct difference between the two, as well as you must find out where they are located. In the land above the Arnon River where Israel dwelt, or below the actual land of Moab, right? Because the Arnon River is the dividing point between our land, the land of Reuben, and Moabite land, right? That little river, okay, is the dividing line. Now, give me verse 8. Because the next part of this story shows, which throws folks off, is they think not only that they both, Salakia, worshiped other gods, but that Ruth said she was of another nation. Give me verse 8.
Verse 8. And Naomi said unto her 2 daughters-in-law, go, return each to her mother's house.
Right.
The Most High deal kindly with you as ye have dwelt with the dead and with me.
Okay, meaning their husbands are dead, right? So she's saying, yo, I'm going to just let y'all go. Y'all can go do your own thing, right? I'm not going to hold you to this. Keep going.
Verse 9. The Most High grant you that ye may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voice and wept.
Now, this is a very sad story when you understand it, but we're not going to get into all of that. Verse 10.
Verse 10. And they said unto her, surely we will return with thee unto thy people.
Now, what is that saying? Surely we shall return with thee to thy people. People use this to say, see, she's not one of us. But why does that make sense, y'all, in understanding that she is one of us?
Because it says thy people.
Right. Okay, but why does it make sense? We're not the same. She's saying that your people aren't my people, though.
Salaki, say that again?
She's saying your people aren't my people. Return to your people. So your people must not be my people. Why is she saying that? Give me verse 7.
Back up to verse 7.
Yeah, kind of.
Wherefore, Salaki, verse 7, wherefore she went forth out of the place where she was, and her two daughters-in-law with her, and they went on the way to return unto the land of Judah.
Right now, we're seeing that she's returning to Judah, right? So that's the place that she's from, the mother's from. But you're saying you're a different people. Give me verse 15.
Verse 15.
So now the mother says, I don't think y'all should be doing all this, following me back. I'm going to go home to my house, to my hometown, to be a widow. Right? She even goes, Naomi, whose name meant pleasant, went so far as to say, don't call me pleasant, but call me like destroyed, or basically. I'm paraphrasing. Right? Keep going.
Verse 15. And she said, behold, thy sister-in-law is going back unto her people.
Meaning, once again, you're putting a difference between her people, Naomi's people, and the people of this land, right? The supposed women of Moab, right? Keep going.
And unto her gods.
And now we're seeing a separation and saying we have different gods, right? So now what is she saying? Keep going.
Return thou after thy sister-in-law.
So what does this mean? So what does that mean? It's saying just now, she has a different people and a different God. I just cut you, brother. You said all that about the what's it called, but it says right here, she had a different people and a different God. So this woman was from the plains of Moab, or the country of Moab, and she served a different people and a different God. She can't be of Israel. So what is this talking about? I'll give you the first one. Am I a Reubenite?
Oh, Salakia.
Khan.
When they said from the land of Judah?
Explain.
Yeah.
No, explain what you mean. Okay, I'll help you. Am I a Reubenite? So, okay, let me give you one a little better. Yeah, am I a Benjaminite? So are they the same people as me? Like, meaning?
They're the same, they're the same.
They are? If I go over there, I won't understand. Okay, right, we're not the same. We're different tribes. Right? Now, what does it mean by God? Unto her gods. What is God?
In this context, God?
Yeah, Khan.
In this context, God is not the Most High. It's the what that land, the God that land was serving, that false God.
No. How are they serving a false God if she's from Israel? And unto her gods. Went back to her people and unto her gods.
The God is a lowercase g, so that's telling me that it's not the Most High power God.
Right. But who is it? Who are her gods? Very simple. You got to know the Hebrew. What is a God?
Alahayim.
What is a God, though?
It's a power.
Or? Authority. Okay, now drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 16 and 18.
Deuteronomy 16, 18?
Right, come on. Be quick about it. And some of these, I understand, some of these I don't want you to pull up. They'll hear it and what's it called? So some of these you just pull it. I don't need you to put it on the screen and do all that. This is a long ass breakdown. We almost there, but Khan, we might go over a few minutes. 16 verse 18.
18.
Khan. Read that real quick.
Khan. Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 18.
Keep going.
Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates.
Keep going.
Which the Most High thy power giveth thee throughout thy tribes. And they shall judge the people with just judgment.
And they shall judge the people with just judgment. Now drop that. Give me Ruth 1 and 16. That's why a few of these you just try to have both if you can have the other sword. Because some of these, because I want you to stay in Ruth, but there's a few other precepts that have to be pulled in order for Ruth to be understood. And you doing all that kind of.
Ruth 1 and 16.
Ruth 1 and 16, Con. So stay in Ruth and get a sword and use that for all the precepts. Because you're going to stay in Ruth.
Ruth chapter 1, verse 16.
Entreat. Oh, sorry, in Ruth.
And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy power my power.
All right.
Verse 17.
Now stop. Now, what is it saying? Your people shall be my people, and what's it called? And thy power, my power, right? Now drop that. You got the sword? John, because I'm going to need you to get me Exodus 22 and 28 real quick.
Okay.
Exodus 22 and 28. For time's sake, I'll read that one. So I get what's called. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. So what is that talking about?
What's that scripture you said?
Exodus 22 and 28. So what is that talking about? The judges and officers are also the gods of your people. Meaning what? The heads of your government are considered gods. Why? God just means a power or authority. It's not literally meaning the being that you worship or the deity that you worship. You understand? So that's what that's talking about when it says, thy people shall be my people and thy power my power. Your authorities is my authorities. Meaning what? If I move to Benjamin, Benjamin has certain laws, like for instance, in Benjamin, if you're an entertainer, cannot curse on stage. Drake got in trouble for that like 10 years ago, I remember. That's how I found out about the law. But however, inside of Judah, you can say whatever the hell you want on a stage. Gad, well, I'm just paraphrasing. The heads of Gad might see Gad and say, we have a very bad thing with drinking. Nobody can drink before 6 p.m. There's no such law in Judah. If I move to Gad, I can't drink before 6 p.m. I have to be under the authority of your gods, of your authorities, right? That's what she's saying. However, Judites like to run their house, I have to respect Judites inside of the Judite house. Right. I can't just come in there like I'm a Reubenite or I'm a Gadite and say, well, this is how we work things in our house. It doesn't work like that. Just like you move into, like here in New York, you move from a different state, you might accidentally get a ticket if you're not familiar with New York for pulling a right on the red light. You can't do that. I think New York is the only place where that's illegal. Everywhere else, you can make a right turn on a red light. Inside of New York, you will get a ticket. And the cop will not care that you have Georgia license plates, Jersey license plates, and so on and so forth. You're inside of New York territory, you get a New York ticket. Brittany Griner is in no way subject to Russian law. You broke a law inside of Russia, you deal with Russian consequences. Read that again. And Ruth said,
entreat thee not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy power my power.
Your power will be my power. I will be subject to how y'all do other things on y'all side. She's from the sticks, right? We've covered that Moab is a more suburban type of area. I'm not sure exactly, but we know that, especially at least a few centuries later, by the time of her grandson, King David and King Solomon, we're going to cover that too. That land was Judah was industrious. She's going into a possibly different whole world. That's like going from living in the countryside to living in the city. We do things differently out there. Okay, so we're going to try to, so we don't. Now, give me chapter 2, verse 8, Ruth.
Come on, Con.
And another thing is, people don't understand when the Bible calls Ruth a stranger. Why does it call her a stranger? You and I are familiar, though he be a stranger, and it's probably going to come up here. You won't have to pull it. You're going to stay in Ruth as far as the scriptures go, but I'm going to have you pull it yourself probably later. Okay, 2 and 8, read.
Ruth chapter 2 and 8. Then said Boaz unto Ruth, hearest thou not, my daughter? Go not to glean in another field, neither go from hence, but abide here fast by my maidens.
So he sees the sister. Long of the story short, she returns with her sister, her mother-in-law, right back to her hometown. We're gonna cover the law of a brother and so on and so forth, of a kinsman, and we're gonna get into that. But long of the story short, she sees one of her deceased husband's relatives, and he tells her, don't be with everybody else. Stay by my maids. Stay by my female employees when you go out to work, right? Keep going.
Verse 9. Let thine eyes be on the field that they do reap, and go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men that they shall not touch thee? And when thou art athirst, go into the vessels and drink of that which the young men have drawn.
Keep going.
Verse 10.
So he's giving her goodwill. Like, yeah, I kind of like you. So come on, you good. Keep going.
Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground, and said unto him, why have I found grace in thine eyes, that thou shouldest take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger?
Read verse 11. So she's calling herself a stranger. Keep going.
Verse 11. And Boaz answered and said unto her, it hath fully been showed me, or that thou hast done unto thy mother-in-law since the death of thine husband.
So basically, everybody knew about her and Naomi, how they came back from what would be Reuben territory. And this sister, after becoming a widow, decided to stay with her mother-in-law, right? And not leave the house of her husband, even though she could have lawfully. Keep going.
And how thou hast left thy father and thy mother in the land of thy nativity,
right,
and art come unto the people which thou knowest not heretofore.
Keep going. The servants basically told him everything about her. Now drop that. Give me verse. Give me verse 6.
Verse 6.
Right.
Go back up to verse 6.
Yeah, verse 6.
And the servant said, and the servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, it is the Moabitish damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country of Moab.
And this is another cut. Why the hell is it calling her Moabitish? She's from land that belonged to the Moabites.
Right.
She's not actually Moabitish.
Right.
A Moabite. Right? So now, give me, not here, stay here, but give me Numbers 27 and 8. Actually, yeah, give me Numbers. Actually, pull it here. Oh, Numbers 27 and 8. But you kind of be quick about it. We almost done. This is the last page of it.
Numbers 27 and 8.
Con. Okay, we're about to get the law of a brother. Try to be a little faster than this.
Numbers 27 verse 8. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no son, then he shall cause his inheritance to pass into his daughter.
Keep going.
Verse 9.
So basically that's how it works. If you die without a son, your daughter can inherit, right? Keep going.
And if he have no daughter, then he shall give his inheritance unto his brethren.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 10.
So if you don't have a daughter, any children at all, it'll go back to one of your brothers. Usually the next in line. Keep going.
Verse 10. And if he have no brethren, then he shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren.
And if he's an only child, for whatever reason, maybe his brothers died or whatever, then his father's brothers, meaning his uncles or their children, will inherit it. Keep going.
Verse 11, and if his father have no brother, then he shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family.
That is next to him of his family. So basically, this is a law that explains how inheritance works. Right? Keep going.
And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Most High commanded Moses.
Now, this, keep going. Now, drop that. Give me back to Ruth.
Come on, card.
Give me Ruth 3 and 12.
Come on, card.
Now, this isn't the one I exactly wanted. Salakia. Give me 1 second before you got Ruth.
I got 3 and 12, sir.
Okay, Khan. Before you pull that, I'm gonna have you pull something else though. Shoe. Because this is the exact law. And I'm gonna prove it at the end of this. I'm gonna prove that David is nobody by your thinking. Like, you can't listen to King David by your thinking. Salakia. Give me Deuteronomy 25 and 10.
Come on, card.
No, drop that. Give me verse 5. But don't no. I wanted you to stay at what's it called?
Ruth?
Yeah, stay at Ruth, but I want you to read. Actually, yeah, give it to me here. Deuteronomy 25, verse 10.
Come on, card.
Verse 5, rather. And we're gonna get and find out exactly what's going on here. Read this a little quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 5. If brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without a stranger.
Without unto a stranger.
Without unto a stranger.
Right? You can't go, meaning you can't technically leave your husband's house and just be married to anybody. You have to stay within that house because technically you are his property. That's in the Apocrypha. Keep going.
Her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take her to him, wife.
To wife, right?
And perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her.
And perform the duty of a husband's brother unto her. Meaning what? This is a law amongst our people. When your husband dies and giving you no children, his next of kin, in this case, it says a brother, but it can also be next of kin. Who's ever next in line to take that woman has the right to take that woman as his own and give her children, right? That is the law, right? And we're about to pull that in a second. Keep going.
Verse 6.
Okay, now that's it. Give me back to Ruth. Give me 3 and 12. Con. We almost done. Right? This is how inheritance works. And we're about to find out why this is important. Keep going.
Ruth chapter 3, verse 12. And now it is true that I am thy near kinsman.
It is true that I am thy near kinsman. Keep going.
Howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I.
There's a what?
Kinsman nearer than I.
So what does that mean? You know? There's a kinsman nearer than I. Meaning, I'm your ex-husband's or your dead husband's second cousin. He got a first cousin. You understand now?
God.
Meaning, before I can even talk to you, you have to get a no from the first cousin. Why is that important? What does that tell you about Boaz? Why isn't he just having sex with the woman? I want her. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman. Well,
okay, yeah. So if he'll do the job of fixing the rectifying the whole situation, no problem. You can marry him, sister. That's what the Most High said will be right, and that's the hint. Keep going.
Well, let him do the kinsman's part.
Then let him marry you. Keep going.
But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee. As the Most High liveth, lie down until the morning.
So just let this go, right? And just deal with it, and we'll figure it out if the man wants you or not. And if he don't want you, yeah, I swear to God, we're getting married. That's basically what he told her, right? So now, why is that a problem? Why is he doing all this? Why is he going through the trouble of making sure this man doesn't want her? It's very simple. For time's sake, I'll give it to you. The law said so. The law is he's next in line. So if he's going to care about the law of a kinsman, what else might he also care about? Give me Deuteronomy 23:3.
Deuteronomy 23:3.
Right? And this law, what I'm about to have you put in Deuteronomy 23:3, shows you this woman has to be an Israelite. And I'm going to ask you why she has to be an Israelite.
Deuteronomy chapter 23:3. An Amorite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High.
Okay, keep going.
Even to their 10th generation.
To the what?
10th generation.
To the what?
10th generation.
To the what?
10th generation.
I'm going to just read this to you. This is the genealogy at the end of Ruth. So this is Ruth. I want to say this is Salakia. 4:21. And Solomon begat Boaz, right? And Boaz begat Obed, right? So that's one generation, right? Obed is the son of Boaz with Ruth. Obed begat a guy named Jesse, and Jesse begat David. So that's three generations. Why is this man our king? He's cut off from the congregation for 10. So we just breaking all sorts of laws, huh? Here's the truth. That woman is not a Moabite. That woman is not a heathen. Otherwise, David couldn't be our king. And David's not allowed on the throne. David's not even allowed amongst the congregation. And since we want to deal with it, we're going to get an even better law. Give me Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter. Because Boaz, we can see here, really cared about the law. He said he liked a woman and said, I want to marry you. I'm giving you $200 a day just because I want to flirt with you. But you know what? The law says there's someone ahead of me. So even though I'm spending all this money on you and flirting on you, I'm going to care about the law of inheritance, but I'm not going to care about this law. Give me verse 2.
Oh my God, Deuteronomy chapter 7 and
verse 3, actually.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Keep going.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou not take unto thy son.
And let's get a law that his son broke. Give me 1 Kings 11:1.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's see what the Most High has to say. Because those are, y'all idiots like to say, oh, well, those are the heathen nations that God kicked out. Let's see what the Bible has to say. 1 Kings 11:1.
1 Kings 11 verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
But his mama was a strange woman, right? Keep going. Y'all don't understand the Bible. Keep going.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh.
Keep going.
Women of the Moabites.
Women of the what?
Moabites.
The what?
Moabites.
The what?
Moabites.
Keep going. So she's considered a strange. Well, Moabites are considered strange women, right?
Ammonites.
Keep going.
Edomites.
Keep going.
Zidonians.
Keep going.
And Hittites.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in them. Neither go into them, neither shall they come in unto you.
Now, here's the problem. People think that there is no mark or semicolon, whatever that is, in between come to you and for surely. And like they really try to sit there and act like Deuteronomy 7 and 6 are two totally different things. Like Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm going to read Deuteronomy 7 and 6 for y'all. And no, not 6. It was 7 and 3. And 4, and I'm going to explain this, and then I'm going to read this again. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shalt thou not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Right? What did he just say here, Shaul? I'm going to read it again. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. What did that just say?
No interracial marriages. We're not supposed to marry into them, have sex with them.
Verse 4, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. What is that saying?
Now, if we indulge in marriages with the other nations, we're gonna start worshiping their gods and start disobeying our God.
Is there a way around this?
La.
What is it clearly saying here? Like, I'm going to read this again. Of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods.
We got to be separate from them. We can't deal with them.
Right, but here's what you need to understand. This is what idiots try to use. Ruth, meaning they try to use Ruth to say, see, she went and served the Most High. So that's what you have to do. You have to make sure the heathen serves God first. That's not what this is saying. Verse 3 and verse 4 are separate. It said you cannot have sex with them because it will lead to this. Right. You cannot go to the party because niggas be shooting out at parties. That's something I always heard as a child. Not every party that I was invited to got shot up, but that's what happens. Right. So as long as somebody don't get shot at the party, I can go. No, you cannot go to the party because this is a likely possibility that this will happen. Right. So because there's a 70% chance of this happening, or even a 20% chance of this happening, I said no parties regardless of whatever. Right. They searching people at the door. Did I not say no parties? That's what was said. No parties. I don't care who's getting searched at the door. I don't care about none of that. Y'all ain't got a problem with pork when I say, well, the pork was raised on a farm, so isn't allowed to eat all that bad stuff that makes normal pigs evil. So you should eat this. God said don't eat pig, and you can shut up about that. But you must have sex with this white woman. You got to do that. You got to find a way to have sex with the white woman. God said you can't have sex with another nation. Boaz understood that. Boaz understood if he actually had sex with an actual Moabite, his children will be cut off from the nation for 10 generations. And he loved the law so much, he said, I'm flirting with this woman and giving this woman oodles of money, but because there's someone ahead of me, I'm going to respect that if that happens. I'm going to respect his wish of being with this woman, even though I'm already putting in the work. That's such a level of brotherhood and a love for the law. He's putting in time to be with this woman just to find out there's someone ahead of me. I got a cousin who could also marry this woman. If he wanted, I'll throw up my hands and that's him. But if not, that's me now. Right. But just to say, I love the law so much, I'm going to honor inheritance, but I'm not going to honor interracial marriage. Y'all don't know the Bible. Y'all don't know the history. And y'all don't know basic laws. And because of this, y'all look stupid trying to say that Ruth is a Moabite. Because if Ruth is a Moabite, I don't have to obey King David. No one does. Because King David technically has no bearing in the congregation. Right. And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shaw.
Clap it up for the class.